So guys, we are here in Stockholm, Sweden. Wife Amber and everyone here at the Scania team, Matthias and Jörg. We are on a Scania powered boat here. And this is like a universal boat for government use, police, military, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna be getting the full tour of this boat here in just a second, so be paying attention. It's gonna be really cool. Don't go anywhere. Quite a bit of both, yeah. Wow.
So on this one we have the V8 and the E-motor.
Oh wow, so it's like a backup then.
No, it's both.
Combined power.
Yeah, so you can combine it or you can use it standalone. So the whole idea with this boat is to show our full range.
Okay.
Like what we can do with these ranges. So this V8 is the most powerful we have.
Of course, 1150 by horsepower.
Well, it's
Yeah.
European horsepower.
Yeah, of course.
Scania horsepower.
Yeah,
It's
Scania
actually
horsepower.
Probably 2,000.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
combined with that, we have the E-machine that's just bolted on to the diesel engine.
Okay.
And that's 400 additional horsepower.
Wow.
So then you can, and inside the E-machine we have clutches. So
Okay.
you can actually
Disengage.
and we are handling all of that. So you can run the diesel standalone or
Okay.
the E-machine standalone. So
Okay.
you can run it like totally silent on just electric energy from the batteries that we're having there
Okay.
on the floor. Or you can boost with the E-machine and turn on the diesel engine as well and go plus 50 knots.
Wow. Wow, on just electric.
No.
Oh, diesel,
With
okay,
with
okay.
a combination of diesel and electric.
Okay.
Then you go above 50 knots. And the electric power also helps to boost on the way on the acceleration, getting
Okay.
over the hump.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of combinations you can do with these installations. So you have two drivetrains.
Okay, yeah.
Identical. And
Wow.
and there's no gear. It's just
Straight drive, yeah.
Like two water jets.
Okay. So now is there a gearbox for the engine? So is it a multi-speed gearbox for the engine there, the diesel engine?
No.
Just direct drive?
No, it's direct drive.
Okay.
The only thing you have is a clutch,
Yep.
a straight shaft to the 1-to-1 ratio of water jets.
Okay. So the electric propulsion is 400 horsepower, you said, roughly?
Electric propulsion is 400 horsepower.
Okay. And then the diesel engine is 1150.
1150.
Wow.
So you combine that, and with the two drivetrains, you get more than 3,000 horsepower.
So this engine is a 16-liter,
16-liter
V8.
V8, 1150.
so factory horsepower, 1150.
Yes.
That's
Maybe
a lot.
I've seen
That's
that,
pretty incredible.
You know the Mack Attack? Have you seen that boat?
Yeah, I've heard of that, yes.
Mack Boring has installed twin 1150s in the US.
Wow.
So it's the same powerful engine.
So these are the Scania engines that are available in the USA currently. Was the marine application.
Yes, this is the marine application that's available in the US currently.
This is a true twin turbo system too. So each bank of cylinders has its own engine, or own turbo down here on each side.
Exactly, so you have 4 cylinders per turbo.
Wow.
And then you have insulation and they're water cooled.
But to sail for hours.
So the whole installation is then our like marketing platform, and
Yes.
test platform for the future. So show what we can do, and we're driving this boat around in Sweden, bringing customers in. We've been to the UK with the boat. We took it on land there and then drove it back
Okay.
by its own machine. Frederick drove it back.
Okay.
The captain.
The captain.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's been an amazing journey.
So right now the boat's powering by the electric unit. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. Now the only noise you hear is actually for the water jets.
Okay.
So the machine is turning, but the diesel is turned off.
Yeah, of course.
So it's the silent mode, as you call it.
Okay. So right now there's an electric unit right down in here. Even though it's connected to the diesel engine that has a clutch, it's just the electric unit right now turning the jets. On one side of the ship, we have a diesel engine and electric unit right here. Then there's a diesel engine up there with another electric unit down in here, which we're not going to open because it's basically the same thing on each side. So, very neat. He just turned it off, but that was just an example of this thing quietly running. But we're about to take it out into the open waters here shortly. We're going to get everything closed up and take off. So right here, guys, is a fine example of the boat. We're taxiing out of the waterway on complete e-power. The electric jets are pushing the boat, this 55,000 pound boat, along in the water here, which is absolutely mental to me. So right now, guys, we are currently in like the intercoastal. You see we got some shots where we're cruising around. It gets pretty windy out here if we're not careful. So right now they're opening up the bay. This has kind of been the test ship. So lots of things are kind of being tested while, you know, this boat and the propulsion system are in development. So noob here, again, it's pretty windy. So lots of really cool content I'm just going to show you guys. And then once we get inside the cabin, we'll be going over the control systems for this really incredible vessel. So right now we're on electric, you said?
We got 56% to charge in the batteries.
All right.
And the setting is such as when I drive on the joystick for maneuvering, then we can't exceed 1200. When we exceed 1200, we start the diesels.
Ah, so 1200 RPM on the electric.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the diesel engine start up.
After that, the drag is too big, so we use too much battery.
Ah, okay.
So you see the consumption here is 155 on both sides, so it's 60 kilowatts.
So the biggest goal I'm gathering for the electric stuff is mainly when you're in the harbor,
Yeah,
and
also,
extra.
Yeah, also for helping the diesels. When you drive on the hybrid later on, the electric motors help the diesels the whole range of revs.
Okay.
So you can actually, it helps to accelerate the diesels to save.
With that, like the lack and the boost getting up
Yeah,
on.
they boost the diesel engines,
Okay.
which is really nice because you never get any black smoke and such.
Ah.
So you will prolong the lifetime of the engines, of course.
So with these engines, there's no emission systems on them.
No.
Is that pretty much standard with marine engines? Then there's no.
Yeah, some have them. Most of the marine installations with cleaners are for gensets, not for the main engines, because they have a problem with the temperature. They need to heat the catalyzer. If you have it on the genset, you have an even temperature, but if you have it on the main engine, you're varying the exhaust gas temperature so much, so you float the catalyzer.
DPF, yeah, okay. So this joystick right here is controlling the steering on it right now?
Yeah, the steering
on the jets.
and also sideways motion.
Okay, so we can move horizontally then.
Yeah.
So it's got bow jets then?
Yeah, and now we have a smaller propeller just to save electricity. We have a small bow thruster. We don't
Okay.
need it, but we get more help because the boat is so long. So the lever arm it's very hard for the jets to move the whole boat.
So when do you use the steering wheel? When you're at higher, faster speeds?
As soon as we will go over to steering wheel now.
Ah, okay. So basically you can steer and throttle with this joystick. Okay. Or you can go to a hand throttle with the steering wheel.
And now I have on one common lever, so you don't have to fiddle with the RPM. So now the RPM is controlled so they're equal on both sides.
Gotcha. So lots of cameras on board, so you can watch all the passengers.
Yeah, it's good. It's also good to watch the jets. You can see if you have any debris in the jets. You can
See if both are working properly. So what's the brand of the boat again?
Morel.
Morel. And the guy we have with us is the owner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. The main owner.
Main owner, okay.
And the founder. The most important is the founder.
Gotcha. So this boat has heat and air conditioner, or just heat?
No. This has heat.
Oh, okay.
Only heat. And we have no interior because we don't know what will happen with the boat after the trial periods. Then they might want a shower or changing room or toilets or beds.
Okay.
So We don't put any effort.
It's just a testing vessel right
It's
now.
It's a pure testing vessel.
Okay. So this is all these screens here. Are all the else. That's their systems here.
Yeah, this is Gray Marine,
Okay.
American. And that's up to the customer what they want.
Ah, okay.
It's just a matter of price.
So your control screens over there, is that SCANIA then?
This is Scania.
Okay.
And this is, they are completely separated, the screens and the screens.
Ah, okay. So they've got both bays opened up for us so we can see everything that's going on in here. Right now, obviously, it's all electric power. No diesel engines are running. It's pretty unique. I didn't notice that marine engines don't have any emission systems on them, so that may have a lot to do with the 1150 horsepower unrestricted going on down in there. So pretty wild. We've got over 3,000 horsepower sitting right down in here, and lots and lots and lots more torque. So probably every bit of 5,000 to 6,000 foot-pounds of torque. Probably a lot more than that actually, but pretty crazy operating systems that are going on in here. So right now we're on electric, and you said we're using 124 kilowatts on both sides.
Together.
Together, okay.
Together. So then when we get outside the speed limit here,
Okay.
I can do that now as well. Up to when I pass 1200 revs, then the engines will kick in.
So right now the diesel engines are off, and once they
They're
go,
off, yeah. So then you see that they will follow exactly the same revs as the electrical motor, because
so in just a moment we're going to see the diesel engine go from 0 to 1250 immediately.
Starboard pilot switch.
Boom, just like that. Now they're going to match RPM because they're basically
now they match.
connected
Now you
together.
hear the charging. Now we have quite a lot of batteries, so then I can go on, start to go on depleting them.
Ah, so the engine gets quieter because the load comes off.
You see the fuel here. Now
Yep.
we are on all electric,
Okay.
and we do whatever speed we do here. It's like
So the engines are running, but they're not powering.
none. So that when I power up now, I get the help all the way from the electrical motors when I go on depleting. So now I use the batteries.
We're out here in the open waters where we can get up to speed. So right now we're 10 knots roughly, and this ship has a maximum speed of 50 knots.
Yeah, now almost. Now we have the wrong jet intakes. This is guiding in here. So you still see that we have the help from the e-motor.
Yep.
Use the e-motor all the way up now.
So they're at full power, 450 kilowatts on the e-motors.
Yeah.
Alright guys, now we're cruising along pretty heavy at 44 knots. And this is a boat that weighs 50,000 pounds nearly. This is a big heavy machine here. Big heavy machine. So let's go out back here and see how everything looks. Good? What do you think?
Really cool.
This is a jet boat. Big jet boat.
You want to go in the drink?
Yeah. You're gonna get wet right there.
No, it's good. Yeah, right here, yeah.
Yeah. So now I've been told we're gonna do some full speed turning. Is that what's happening next?
Then you can't sit down.
Yeah.
You have to sit down.
Okay. You ready?
No. I didn't know we were doing
This
this.
thing sounds like a rocket ship. It's so crazy. I'm about to do a big old 360 in a 50,000 pound boat.
Okay, are you holding on?
Yep, let's go. Oh, this is crazy. Whoa! Wow.
It's 10 meters. 10 meters radius.
What do you think? Wow. Alright, so we're doing full speed turns again. I think we're about to do another one. We're at like 35, 36 knots in a 50,000 pound boat. So this is going to be, alright, we're at 37 knots, 38, 39, 40. I think he's about to do it. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Imagine what this looks like from the outside. Complete U-turn. This is really impressive. Look at all the waves out there from us. Wow. So with this being a test boat, like I said, guys, there's lots of things that are not finished in here, including the cabin down in here, which is somewhere that can be built out with a place to sleep, a restroom, all kinds of stuff. And as you can see, it's not built yet, but it could be. I think they plan to sell this boat to someone eventually in the future. So what do you think? Pretty big down here, isn't it? This is where like a bed would go.
Big. Very big.
Someone's been drinking some water down here, it looks like. Like the windows up there, but this entire boat is built of aluminum. So it's a very heavy boat being made out of aluminum. 50,000 pounds, pretty crazy. What do you think about this whole thing? This was nice.
It's definitely an experience.
Sightseeing.
But it's great.
There's some electronics going on down here where they've wired the boat up. Pretty wild stuff.
I feel like our boats are not built like this. Like it would just they slap on some plastic or some fiberglass.
It is. It's really nice, crazy technology, huh? Well, they're docking now. Let's go up here and see. They're using the bow thrusters right now. I'm sure in a moment to dock the boat, and it's being docked using electrical power too. So there's no diesel engines running right now. This is all electric. 100% electric horsepower. Pretty crazy. I think they should let you drive now.
Oh, come on. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, big truck guy, huh? So we're on the port here in Sweden. Such beautiful here. Perfect weather. So up here on the very front deck, there's like this sea deck coating is what we have in the USA up here on the front, but lots of windows. It's got some radar. It's like a big camera up top. It's pretty wild. Got a sunroof on her too. So here's you guys a good shot of the outside of this thing. Basically all the black you see is rubber bumper. So this is like a really universal boat for like police, military. Like it can be built and used for anything. So I think it's really cool. But getting to see the outside of it really puts how big this thing is into perspective. I mean, this thing's every bit of 60 feet long. I probably should ask them to find out. But yeah, powered by Scania, hybrid electric performance. So what you see right there is 3,000 horsepower. Pretty wild. All right, guys, we just got done having some drinks. We're walking the harbor, checking out all these boats. So a lot of these boats people live on. Just got a guy chilling there with his dog. So these are parked. Some of these are old wooden boats and sailboats at that too. So obviously these things are not out doing deep sea expeditions or sailing or doing anything crazy. A lot of people live down in the bottom of it. You can see that AC unit right there. So they're plugged into shore power, paying probably a rental fee. And I think the city likes having them here just for the looks, for tourists and things like that, just to keep them parked here in the harbor. But some of them are diesel powered, but they still have sails, so just in case they can get back home, I would assume. So you see the engine intake right there, and then the stack up there. I don't think I've ever made a video on boats, so this is pretty interesting. This is some kind of a fishing boat, I would assume. Wooden sides on it. Probably a big, huge holding tank right there for something, maybe. I'm not sure. Definitely has diesel engines in it, I would assume. And it's for sale. If you guys are interested, shoot them an email. Public transportation's wild here too. So this is a midtown train that just rails in everywhere on the roads here. Looks like a Tesla, but it's a Skoda. Bike lanes, double-decker bus, that's cool. So you got the power lines up on the top there, and the things spinning keep the birds off of them. It is beautiful here in the summertime, no doubt. Well, guys, it's pretty much going to wrap up today's video of us visiting here. This is now our third day. We got into Sweden, Stockholm on Monday. Today's Wednesday. Huge thanks to Jorg with SCANIA USA. Really nice guy. We'll be partnering with him in the very near future with the project we'll be announcing in the next few days. Matthias with SCANIA here in Stockholm. We're going to Södertälje tomorrow to build a brand new SCANIA 770R. There's your sneak peek for the following video, guys. And it's coming to the USA. That's all I'm going to say. So be looking out for the next video. Super excited to team up and do this big, huge thing with SCANIA. We're literally laying the groundwork for some really big things, guys. So make sure you're tuning in. A lot of fun on the boat today, though. I mean, that thing had two 1150 horsepower SCANIA V8 engines, along with 450 horsepower each shaft horsepower electric motors on it. So basically the engine, as you've seen in the video, that goes to a clutch and then to the shaft for the electric motors and then to the jet drive. So crazy cool boat, really expensive unit. That thing weighed 55,000 pounds roughly and would turn on a dime, as you got to see there. But short, sweet video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, comment down below if you're excited about what's to come. And yeah, thanks to SCANIA USA for organizing this. Right now, SCANIA USA, they only sell gen pack engines and marine application engines. So that was like the specialty of seeing the engines in action here in Stockholm. That is something they'll be bringing to the USA very, very soon. Again, thank you to SCANIA USA for this awesome tour. Amber and I loved it, getting to go in the water and do all this cool stuff, see these really cool engines. And you guys, see you later. Peace.